Hello and welcome back to Februa-Doki, where we're playing through Doki Doki Literature Club for the month of February. Once again, I know if I show it to Yuri, because I'm doing a Yuri route first, wait for everything shown to Yuri, and then do Nasuki. So Yuri, Nasuki, Yuri last, because reasons. Very specific reasons. Anyway, okay, let's go with Monica first, because don't do Yuri because Yuri will keep the poem. I should start with mine. I actually seen Yuri read my poem. I want to know I'm putting in effort. That's right, we read Monica as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hi, Brandon. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. The cute hedgehog face. By the way, there we go. Since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions with the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Okay. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, doing the hand thing. Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, friend. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's not the barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. You're the one with a debate club experience. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Brandon. You don't mean that. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Cute hedgehog face. Where'd they do this? It's cute. I'm not sure why, but I expect you to go for something so deep. Well, I was trying to grasp onto something. I guess I underestimated you. Because camera's backwards. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Oh wait, that's me talking. I always keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing's that full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Yuri, who likes things simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Why do you look sad saying that? Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. Down. It can take years of practice when I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. Yeah, because I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning, trying new things. Now, what type Valley Girl voice would she have? No, she'd be proper. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. No! That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. I have no clue what my style is. But I know this. Everyone else might be a little biased to their own kind of styles. But I always try to help you find what suits you the most. So don't rush yourself to write a way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Are you sure about that? With that cheeky look. We're laughing. Flashback to what that's going to be like when we're laughing. Anyway, don't you want to read my poem now? Sure. Don't worry, I'm not very good. X the doubt. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be good. Well, it's because I have to sound confident. Yeah, cute. That doesn't always mean I feel that way, you know? Correct. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I'll read this normally. Poems I read normally. Except when I do Christopher Walken. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It was just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. stretching forever into everything. A whole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Metaphorical. So, what do you think? I think... You don't want to know what I think. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. Out of the way. There we go. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems when putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. That was the inspiration behind this one. So this is her right arm. This is her. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I've had some kind of epiphany recently. It's kind of influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway. The kawaii. What's the word kawaii? What are that? Oh, it's Japanese. What am I even asking? All this anime stuff on the internet. I'm just wondering, like, do people actually say and do stuff like that, or are they just being ironic? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you think a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Hey, that's like my writing. I have to write and then edit afterwards. So... Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big, dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. Like Bendy in the ink machine? That's my advice for today. Oh, that's cute. That's the cute hedgehog faces I like seeing. Thanks for listening. Okay. I'll do Sayori Nasuki. Because Sayori? This is a good poem, Brandon. Why, thank you. Are you sure it's your first time? No, because this is my, fourth time playing the game? Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. I just feel bad about Sayori. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy you just wrote one. Reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Wow, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Brandon. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? I mean, this MC guy, yeah. But trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Well, thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. In other words, he's looking at all the girls for other reasons. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Meaning, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know how much this means to her and all? Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? Let me way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. I'm reading it like, oh gosh, Chloe? Like Chloe, or Olivia did for my poem reading for my room. Escape room I made on Escape Simulator. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It goes completely out the window with, I want breakfast. There's just always a stark contrast, like, oh wow, dear sunshine, you're glowing the blind in the morning. Talking about the sun, I want breakfast. You goofball. So, I have a LaCroix. This was the tea. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. What were you doing, Sayori? Playing games? What games would Sayori play? Not exactly Minecraft. Probably like something like Tierra or something like Tierra. Animal Crossing maybe, but She'd like a little bit something probably to darker edge. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't say it was a bad poem. It just came out nicer. How should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Where are these people's parents? Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I feel that. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm going to write the best poem ever. I hope you do. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I do. Alright, Natsuki, she's going to absolutely, objectively hate it. If you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you certainly believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Technically, I am now. Because I did put out a book. I'm going to keep doing that. Because I'm so proud of, starting off my writing stuff and everything. Because I actually took the leap and actually wrote something. And I'm almost done with the sequel. And then after that, do the pirate thing and a few other stuff that I just have all these ideas. Just like, you know what? Take a leap of faith. Just start writing. It may not pay off early, but it'll get there someday. So, but, yeah. I am a writer. It's hard to say that. It is. It's still surreal that, like, you know what? I actually did something. I actually overcame, like, a fear and did something. It's like they're sharing poems in the class. That's easier for me than do this. But I got to start somewhere, and I'm just... I'm happy. I'm sorry. I'm just... Long time coming to finally do something and to start to actually do things I want to do in the future, but... Takes effort. That's all I can say, but... Yay. Okay, back to the game. I'm not a writer. That's not true anymore. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. About what I would say about this. Actually, no, I put in a lot of effort. What are you talking about? I put in... This took like 8 months. Because I couldn't write it on off while being on deployment. It took like so long to... Literally a year in the making. Literally a year in the making. We ought to start somewhere right. Yes, I did. If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Gee. Painful to think about? Yeah. Fine. Well, sorry. Oh yeah, I was reading you as Christopher Walken. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying to again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Arnold Schwarzenegger or Christopher Walken reading this. I'm sorry, Natsuki fans, but I gotta do it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Christopher Walken reading anything. It's just gonna be funny. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger, just out of curiosity. I like the liftings up to put them down. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Who else would? It was like Batman voice, Christian Bale Batman voice, like. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. There's just so many different ways, like Joker, monkeys can climb, no, oh gosh, how do I do a Joker voice again? Oh man, why do I do the Joker voice? I'd probably have to do it without this, because well, no, that'd be how I interpret it, because I would use this now, but Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. No, not. The ledger joker would be like, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. That's basically how the ledger joker would do it. And then Nicholson Joker, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, that'd be about what the Nicholson Joker would do. Close, very close. I used to be able to do so many different impersonations back in the day when I was younger. Then my voice got ever so deeper, and I couldn't do like any of those type impersonation stuff anymore. I couldn't do all those voices I used to be able to do. Then I think I hurt myself doing the hammer puppet voice for Maccabee play. Or the puppet show. Yeah, I told you you're not going to like it. Well, I read it in so many different voices, Natsuki, so shut up. I did. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I would like it? Wow! Because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously. What's the point of poems? People to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. She always hits harder, honestly. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Oh, you're doing it too? But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made fall flat on purpose. I was bringing out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more thought went into this than I realized. That's what it means. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Headcanon, which I bet actually might be actual canon. Natsuki's older than Yuri. I'd bet it. I'd almost bet Natsuki's probably older than Yuri. Not the oldest in the club. That might be Monaco or Sayori, but I'd bet Natsuki is older than Yuri. And would that mean Yuri's the youngest? Potentially, actually. Yuri actually could potentially be the youngest. And Sayori I could see as being the youngest and at the same time being the oldest. I mean, it's easy to say Monica would be the oldest, but I don't think she is. I think she would be technically in the middle. And I think Sayori would be either the oldest or the youngest, honestly. But, yeah. Personal thought. Yeah, I guess not. That's sort of the humor with the last con. I don't really care how old everyone is. And Natsuki's really proud about it. I won't take it away from her. I know it's not Ski. Still. I say Natsuki. Alright, now Yuri's going to keep this poem. Yuri's her poem, I noticed her eyes lighten up. Exceptional. Exceptional! What was that? Did I just say that out loud? No, did I just say that out loud? I'm trying to get a Jeff Goldblum voice, like, Miriam, do you want us flogged? I think of, for Aaron, every time I read scripture, I just think of Jeff Goldblum's voice because of Prince of Egypt. For me, that's Aaron's voice. It is. Yuri first covers his mouth and ends up covering her whole face. For someone covering her face, she's playing with her hair a lot. Ew. He's going to hate me. I really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. Takes in that fresh mountain air! So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. No. Although it did help this game did help influence me. Get back into writing, so yes, it did. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. That's what she's doing. She's going like... Well, I know that. I just meant, okay, Private, come on. You're right. Private is a character in a game set and, like, the Nikki game stuff. Unable to find an excuse, trace her finger along the words of the poem is breaking down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason why I was able to tell. So it's not so good now, is it? So there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I've been doing that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes, her stammer is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's nothing you can be blamed for. There are so many different kinds of skills and techniques to go into writing even to a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time for you, but when it comes to practice and learning by example and trying new things, I also hope that everyone else in the clubs gives you valuable feedback. Nasuki can be a little bit biased though. Oh, like you? Can't be? Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. She's the type that... Of course, she does like tea. I was going to say she's the type that, like, says, tell me the tea, while having the tea being stirred around like in the Get Out clip. It's a great ASMR scene. I know what happens in the movie. I'm not interested in watching the thing. I just watched that thing because of the ASMR. Despite the horrific indications, it's a good little ASMR scene. Someone did actually make an ASMR video about it. Not kidding. Go look it up. I'm not sure if yours applies to herself or to me or Nasuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Aw. There's a cute hedgehog face I like seeing. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily. This is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Well, yeah, that's why she wanted to join. Ghost, under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. The tendrils of my hair! I gotta do the Christopher Walken thing. Illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be... I'm trying to do the Ryan Reynolds voice. I can't get it down. That used to be one I think I used to be able to do. Okay. I'm sorry I have such terrible... I hate it when people say they have terrible handwriting, and I just look at that like, do you know what you're saying? Do you see what, like, do you see that? How terrible that is? Come on. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, it is a little bit interesting for cursive. I don't read script very often. I should think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Oh boy. Something easy to digest, I suppose. I bet, Puffle. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Ooh. Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Brandon. Really? You must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you don't need to glance over it, after all. Remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Brandon. Me too. Phew. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. I was a little more stressed than I anticipated. Since everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. If they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I've seen the picture of someone it's a drawing of MC handing in like a thing and it's just all the words he chose and someone's like, yeah, this is really great. I sigh. This is what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Yuri and Monaco are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper. It's funny because no one has red hair in this. Closest is hers with pink. Well, Yuri's slightly, but maybe brown or so. Read their intent and wants to express its change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? What's with this language? Eh? That home improvement thing? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. She dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? It's not really giving up, it's people can try. I mean, you can try. I mean, you may fail, but you still try. Like, I tried to write a book, and I finally did it. And now it's self-published on Amazon, but at least it's something, you know? I tried for 2 years to lose enough weight to join the army. Did it. After 2 years attempting. I'm still big. So I'm going to keep trying to lose the weight and get to a healthy thing, you know? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try hard at something nice to say? Thanks, but you didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Yuri liked it, and Brendan did too. So based on that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come with something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Brendan liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. I mean, they were both standing already. Ow! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Everyone goes, eh? Every time I speak. That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe just jealous that Brandon appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. The Bobby from Team Edge. I miss Team Edge. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs grew magically a size bigger as soon as Brandon started showing up. That's weird to read out loud. Natsuki! Natsuki! That's a little... This doesn't involve you! Gosh. Natsuki! That's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Oh boy, the eyes. Suddenly both girls turned to me as they know, so I was just standing there. Brandon! She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Maybe you should jump out of there and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain this to her, Brandon. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only reason we convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Brandon? Well... How do I get dragged in this first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me, so of course it's gonna be... Okay. Normally in this situation, I'd fix Yuri, but because I'm doing certain routes, I would do Yuri first. And then... Yes, this is completely the Yuri route. Suki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for it to be so mean. You shouldn't just pick a fight because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings to it. It becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Natsuki, you took it way too far. Your means well enough if I just told you how you felt, and this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Dang, I forgot how everyone just gangs up on each other in this. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, and you think you should too? She clenched her fist and nobody's taking her side. She's trapped despite being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. And I'm feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from to look at all your faces right now. She snickers up her poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she comes to the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Oh, come on. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. So Junior approaches her and sits in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, I don't. How can anyone not get frustrated of being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. You're being partial, bro. Honestly, the best solution to this is what Yuri did. I'm going the Yuri route, so do the Yuri route and go from there. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, friend. You're too kind. Maybe I have a part of this club now. That's nothing. One more thing. One thing Natsuki said about, I would have never do anything so shameful. So, what did Natsuki say? Well, never mind. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. I don't even feel like doing anything after that, man. Oh boy. I'll get to the part where we have to go to the next poem and I'll stop. It's about time for us to leave. How about did you feel about sharing poems? It was lots of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Brandon, how about you? Yeah, I'd say about the same. It was really neat to talk about that with everyone. Awesome! Well, cute hedgehog face. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more kinds of poem everyone likes. So then he liked that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Not myself with newfound determination. Brandon, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sorry, beams at me. Truly, it's been a while since I spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Because he's got a slight crush on Yuri, but he never will admit it. You're the closest to the redhead in the game. Actually, yeah, she is in a way. Closest to a redhead in the game. I mean, yeah, Natsuki's is pink, but you're the closest. Well, anyway. Yuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. Are you sure about that? Because in the side stories, I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. Brandon, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day's gonna be so much fun. Because I still doesn't count my kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? You're seeing enough friends with other things. We'll just see what the future holds, Yuri. Pat Yuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself. The hermit sees Yuri's internal monologue sometimes. Okay! And she jumps. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. So that's it for this episode of Yuri Roots. Do Yuri, Natsuki, Yuri. Alright. See you in the next one for Febru-Doki. Goodbye!